All right, so I just launched my new digital playbook, We Are All Now Programmers, and I did it through a funnel that I custom built myself. And so in this video, I want to pull back the curtain to show you exactly what I did in order to set it all up. I'm going to walk through the entire system from the landing page that I built using the AI Copilot Lovable to the checkout experience with PayHip and how I automated it all with Make.com and GoHighLevel. And so the real purpose of this is to highlight how I'm leveraging the latest AI and automation tools to build digital infrastructure efficiently. And so regardless of your background, whether you're highly technical or not technical at all, this is meant to be a practical look into what is actually possible right now and how you can use these ideas to accelerate your own projects, which is the whole concept around this idea of we are all now programmers in the first place. So if you're curious about how I'm leveraging these tech tools to set up scalable digital systems, then you definitely want to stick around because this one is for you. So now, first of all, We Are All Now Programmers is a primer on the AI space, automated workflows, AI agents, and I go deep into what is currently hype versus what's very practical for businesses, for professionals, for your personal life, and talk through how you can use these tools in order to increase productivity, enhance your day-to-day life, and also just how you should really just be thinking about it as society is shifting in real time. If you think about even just this week, right now, this is we're getting towards the end of May 2025. For anyone who may be watching this outside of this time, this is a huge week in AI when you think about everything that Google launched just yesterday, all the agentic features, the generative AI and video features. When you think about the partnership that OpenAI just announced with the company IO after purchasing them for $6 billion. And when you think about what else is likely going to actually happen this week, the space is moving so quickly. And so just the mindset around how you're thinking about these platforms and tools and the space is extremely crucial that we're all leveraging it effectively. And so if you want me to do a video or even talk further about the book itself and the content around it, I can do that as well. But for this video, I want to talk through the funnel process and how I built out a custom funnel. This is something that I'm going to be actually putting on Amazon KDP. They have their independent publishing sort of branch, so on these bigger platforms and Apple Books and the like. But I wanted to start with my own sort of infrastructure first. And so to begin with that, I bounced ideas around it back and forth with an LLM, ChatGPT. And then I ultimately decided to begin with Lovable. And so if you follow my page or have watched previous videos, you'll know about Lovable. It's AI Copilot. One of the top AI copilots is actually maybe the fastest growing startup in Europe right now. And you're able to prompt for the code to generate, whether it's websites, landing pages, web apps. And so I use Lovable for the landing page for We Are All Now Programmers. And even before I got to Lovable, I actually used something called UX Pilot. So now UX Pilot, if you want to be a little bit more structured in how you're going about from idea to deployment, UX Pilot is really great because it helps you plan out the user interfaces for what you want to build. And so the way it operates is very similar to these AI copilots and large language models. You come in and you put in a prompt providing context on what you want to create, whether it's in this case, it's a landing page. It could be for a mobile app or another kind of application, but you provide context around what the concept is. So then it'll be used to create the copy that you're going to use, also the design, the colors and the like, and then you generate. And so it came up with this design idea that I really liked, and I prompted for the red and the aesthetic as well, given the cover of the book. And then you're able to actually take that. You can actually download the source code for it, but you can also download a PDF version of it. And you take that to Lovable and you copy and paste, or you drag it to the chat box. You can attach the image and then you create a prompt for it to actually go and build the landing page. So that's what I did. And after some back and forth, it wasn't perfect. It wasn't the best quality at first, but after prompting back and forth, you're then able to put together a quality page. And so this was what I landed on. And I was happy with the result. And again, through prompting back and forth. And then the cool thing about Lovable is that it can actually directly connect with GitHub. So GitHub is basically a platform where you can store your projects, but you store specifically the code for your projects. And so it has integration with GitHub, and you literally just click on the GitHub icon at the top right, and then you can click to integrate it with GitHub. And then on GitHub, you now are able to take that project, the GitHub repository or repo, anywhere with you. And so I then went on GitHub, copied the URL, and I then took it to Cursor. Now, the reason why I went on to Cursor is because if Lovable is a great designer, then Cursor is more like a great engineer. And so with Cursor, it's really great for being able to refine your projects, in this case, it was a landing page that we're working on. So maybe minor changes you needed to make to it. I'll be honest, I was able to get most of it done with Lovable, but then I took it to Cursor in order to just, again, refine it and then actually deploy it onto a platform where it could be hosted. And so within Cursor, when you open it up, you can just click on clone repo, or you can open up a new project and then copy and paste a link to the repo from GitHub and ask it to clone it. So those are the two options for downloading a project. And then if you literally just prompt run this on localhost, then it'll come up as a site locally on your computer, and you can then start to make changes within this chat box, similar to how you just were on Lovable. This may come off as a little bit more intimidating. It has a more traditional development environment. It's actually a fork of a development environment called VS Code. But again, it's more heavy duty, and I kind of look at it as, again, like orchestrating an engineer. And it has these agent and AI features. So you have the Cursor agent, and you're able to use, like, literally pick between the different large language models. So you can use Claude 3.5 or 3.7. You can use Gemini. You can use ChatGPT and the different versions of it. And so it gives you that flexibility, and it's a lot more just a lot more in the way of functionality when you're leveraging Cursor. So I downloaded it within Cursor. I had it run on localhost, and then it gave me the web page, and I was able to then further it from there. And so once I was happy with it, and it was, again, once I got to Cursor, more so minor changes that I was making, I was then ready to start thinking about deployment. But before that, I needed to put the payment rails on. And so when it came to that, I first started with a platform called Lemon Squeezy. Now, Lemon Squeezy, you may be familiar with another platform called Gumroad. Lemon Squeezy, I like the more modern aesthetic that it had, and you're able to. Lemon Squeezy, first of all, actually just got acquired by Stripe, and you're able to put purchases through Lemon Squeezy, track analytics, also do email marketing. And so I liked that a lot, or like the idea of that a lot. Unfortunately, with Lemon Squeezy, they had a whole approval process, and it was, I needed something ready to go immediately. And so I explored another alternative. I came across something called PayHip, and basically did the same thing. Wasn't feeling the UI as much, but it got the job done. And you're able to sell ebooks on it as well. And so with PayHip, I then just had the buttons on the landing page point to the PayHip payment page. The PayHip payment page, that's this right here, designed it a little bit, and you're able to purchase the product through here. Now, one of the cool things about PayHip is that, and this is something that goes for a lot of software like this, you're able to leverage APIs and webhooks. So API is a way of being able to I see it as a way of being able to connect platforms together. Sometimes it's a way of being able to integrate the code from another platform with a platform that you may be building. And you can also leverage webhooks as well, which is a way of being able to transfer data from one platform to another. So in this case, what I was interested in was being able to take the purchase information, like when someone goes and purchases the digital playbook, and being able to send over some sort of thank you or acknowledgement email. So then what I did was I was able to, and I'm not going to click on the developer tab just because my API key and everything's going to show. But if you click on the developer tab, you can set up an API key and also a webhook. And then you can go over to a platform like Make and create use a webhook module. So whenever a purchase happens, it triggers this webhook and the data from that purchase gets sent over here to make.com. And so Make becomes this connector, and it connects with GoHighLevel. So for those who are unfamiliar, GoHighLevel is all-in-one sales and marketing software. And with GoHighLevel, when the data hits this module within Make, it sets off a trigger within GoHighLevel to then create the action to send out a welcome, thank you email for the purchase. And so these are the ways that you can leverage these different AI copilots like Lovable, Cursor, automation tools like Make.com, tech software like GoHighLevel. And I don't look at it like either or. There are some people who, swear by GoHighLevel, for example, and use it for everything when it comes to marketing and sales. But there's such an abundance of tech on the market and available to you. And with these AI tools now, there's so much that you can even just do from a creation standpoint that I believe it's important to take full advantage of what is available to you. And so with GoHighLevel, that information comes in and I'm able to then create a workflow here that will send out an email. And there are a bunch of different features that GoHighLevel offers, from its own AI features to being able to send out text messages, and you can create landing pages and campaigns and everything within here. But again, you kind of decide what you want to leverage this platform for versus other platforms. I really like GoHighLevel because of its time-bound kind of communication. You can have steps where you wait and for 5 minutes, like in this case, but it could be that you wait 3 days, before you send out the next message. So that's one of the really cool things about it. And then Make then sort of serves as more of the connector between software. So in this case, between PayHip and then GoHighLevel. And so that's the end-to-end from idea and the creation of this landing page to thank you email being sent out after a purchase happens via GoHighLevel. And this is really what I'm looking to convey and get across in the ebook, which is that whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to build, the time we're living in enables that. And these tools, these AI copilots, these automation platforms, these tech tools in general, like when you put these together, like this is what AI automation is. And so I got a little bit meta in this video, again, pulling back the curtain on what my process is. And again, I'm going to be putting this out through Amazon and these other bigger platforms as well. But this is to show that we can build this kind of infrastructure, whatever it is you have in your imagination, you can bring to life when it comes to whether it's software or just ideas in general. And this is an example of that, even within how I went about creating the system to roll out this digital playbook. And so let me know what you think about the video. I'm going to try to do more along the lines of just like what I'm working on in the moment and how I'm kind of thinking about the process of the actions I'm taking and the things that I'm doing. But leave your feedback in the comments. I read each and every one of them, and let me know what you want to see But other than that, this is the process I went through in order to build out my book funnel.